All right, so today we're going to talk about 3 core movements I would like to implement for any rotational athlete. Rotational athlete being baseball, softball, quarterback, whatever it may be. Any sport that involves rotation needs to have proper function of the core musculature and the hip working together with that. So we're going to go over 3 different movements and 3 different reasons why we implement these movements. So the first movement we're going to do, when I've Brandon demonstrate it, is called an anti-rotational hold. So we're just trying to work on resisting any rotation. So he's sticking the band out here, he's holding this position, he's making sure the spine and pelvis are not shifting and both obliques are locked in here. You go ahead and relax for a second. So the anti-rotational hold, athletes are so used to, or rotational athletes, they're so used to rotating wherever it may be, so we want to make sure we're counterbalancing that by building a centric strength. And so that's why we're in this position and we're just holding that position. So the first one, anti-rotational hold, trying to work on a centric strength and absorbing the force that they are producing and rotating. The second one is going to be geared more toward actual rotational strength and rotational power, and it's just a step behind rotational banded movement. So let's go ahead and show it right here, Brandon. You can watch Brandon go, boom. Let's go 2 more movements. We'll go last one here. Good, so you can relax. So you can see in those movements there, he's getting his hips involved, he's doing a full rotation, and now he's not resisting rotation. He's working on rotational torque and rotational force here. So it's a little bit different from what the first exercise was. This is a little bit more advanced. Once athletes start getting some eccentric strength, now we want to work on being able to produce force rapidly here. The last movement is going to be a little bit more advanced. These are more for our professional athletes, more of our higher end high school or college athletes, where we're going to be a little bit more specific in the positions that we want their core to be strong in. So the first movement is going to be something we would do with like a quarterback, right? So he's going to get like in the back stance of his 3-step drop. Obviously, Brandon is not a quarterback. He'd be the most jacked quarterback there is. And so he's mimicking the step position here, and he's going to do a few just kind of reach outs here. Let's go like 2 or 3 here. So again, don't get caught so much on the specific movement. Just know with our advanced athletes, you can go ahead and relax. We get a little bit more specific as the off season goes along. Say they're about to go to camp or if spring training's rolling around. Let's do show them a pitcher's example here real quick. Here's one we might do for some of our pitchers, like in a phase 3 or phase 4. We're trying to mimic their land leg position or their stride length, and we're trying to build core strength and core postural ability right through the midsection while they are trying to resist any rotation throughout the range of motion and that movement there. So you can go ahead and relax. So just to kind of recap here, the first one's a basic movement, trying to build a centric strength in the force in the core, trying to absorb all the force you're producing. The second one, now we're actually working on that speed and power and the plane they're using. And the third one's going to be a bit more specific for some of the advanced athletes. So if you like this video, comment, like, all that YouTube stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to send us a video in the comments below. We'll check it out and get back to you, and we'll see you next time.